my channel. If you're new to my channel, you know who I am. Hi, my name is Melina. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna do this thing called movie makeup talk, right? Because I love movies. Who doesn't love movies? And I like makeup. That's my channel, right? So I love movies, right? And I always tell my sister about these movies, right? And she loves how I describe them. So I was like, you know, what if I make a series on my channel and tell you guys about a movie that I watch, and hopefully you get to watching it, right? Because you're gonna be like, what the freak, right? Especially how I explain it. But yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup and talk to you about a movie that I watched, and I mentioned this in my last video. It's called Incidents in a Ghostland. So with further ado, let's get on to it. So everything that I'm gonna be using on my eyeballs, I'm gonna be putting it in the description box below. But yeah, so Incident in a Ghostland. Throughout this video, I'm gonna be posting pictures of the characters and stuff like that, so you guys know who I'm talking about and what. Okay, so because you guys are my best friend, well, you're my best friends, and it's just something new. We're starting 2022, something different. Okay, so Incident in a Ghostland. Okay, it's about two sisters. Their name is Vera and Beth, and their mom. It doesn't really. They don't talk. They don't say the mom's name, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so they're moving to, let's call the aunt that passed away Catherine, great aunt Catherine. They're moving into their house because, you know, I guess she gave Aunt Catherine, you know, to the mom, right? So they're driving there. They don't say the town that they're moving into. They just say that they're just driving there. So Beth, right, she's the younger sister. She likes to write horror stories, right? So she's telling her mom the story that she wrote, right? And she's reading her mom the story that she wrote, and the mom's like, oh my god, darling, it's a good, because she's French. Sorry, I hope I didn't offend anybody. But she's like, yeah, it's a great story, you know, keep on writing stories. And the Vera, she's peanut butter and jelly. She's one of those sisters. You know, we all have those type of family members, right? That whenever, you know, the spotlight's on you, they're just like, like that. So anyways, so Vera's telling her sister and her mom, like, you know, Beth, why are you writing these stories if you can't even, you know, like, you're scared of everything? And Beth is just like, it's just my imagination. It's not, you know, I just like to like write scary stories. So as they're going to move to the house, right, on their way over there, like, it's like a two-way road. They see like this creepy looking ice cream truck, right? Like the lights are going off and everything, and they're just like, what the heck is going on? So like the mom's like kind of like speeding, and yeah, Vera did a no-no. She ended up flicking the person off, and they just drove around the family. And yeah, so they stop at a gas station, and Beth is telling the gas station employee, like, yeah, we're moving to so-and-so house. She's like, oh, Catherine, the crazy French lady? Yeah, congratulations, right? So, you know, Beth is waiting because something happens to the gas attendant. She drops fingernail polish, right? So then the sister comes and she's like, oh, it stinks. You know, she's some type of snoozy people. You know what I mean? So she's like, you know, like, it stinks. And, so they're like, you know, trying to, you know, just looking out at the gas station. Well, outside the gas station is that creepy truck, that creepy ice cream candy truck. And the sisters don't see it. So then they finally get to the house. They leave the gas station and get to the house. And it's like a creepy old, like, antique looking house with like old, like, raggedy ants everywhere, like porcelain doll type, you know, Dead Silence type house, right? With like, you know, old stuff everywhere. And they're moving in, you know, like, there's just like, it's like a creepy house. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I would have nightmares if that was me and my mom was like, oh, we're moving to your tia Rosa's house, but not with all the dolls. Anyways, back to the movie. So they're packing, right? They're unpacking, and the mom and the Vera, they have like a moment outside, and, you know, Vera's like, you know, you always love Beth, and, you know, you favor her over me. The mom's like, you know what, Vera, stop being a bitch, okay? Just because you left your boyfriend doesn't mean you have to be a bitch, okay? So then, you know, Vera has like a moment and she gets upset. Anyway, so they're back in the house, you know, they're unpacking, and the sisters are upstairs, And the ice cream truck comes, right? The ice cream truck comes. And it's like, it's a transgender man, right? There's, you know, anyways. So a man dressed as a female, right? With the wig and everything, looking like a witch. And there's a dude with them, like a big, like, you know, like Goliath dude. They come in, right? And the dude, they don't really say their names, right? But we're just calling him Big Goliath dude. Goliath dude is like, I want to play with dolls. Because there's dolls everywhere, right? They're going to kill the family. Yeah, so he ends up dragging Beth and Vera downstairs, and then it just goes crazy. Like, it goes insane in the membrane, okay? Insane in the membrane. So I forgot to mention, in the gas station, this is where I got stuck. Beth, she reads a newspaper saying that there was a serial killer that, you know, that killed the parents and spent time with the children. So yeah, so I think that's the serial killers that's in their house. So anyways, so yeah, they're like fighting and everything. They stick them down into the basement, and it gets like really, really intense. I'm not gonna lie, it gets like really, really intense. Like Beth like starts screaming. Vera's like, you know, like the older sister trying to protect Beth, and the mom shows up, and the mom like ends up fighting like the you know, like the witch. We're gonna call it the witch. And yeah, like Beth is just like closing her eyes. She hears a screaming, and it jumps to her as a grown-up. She's married. She's a successful businesswoman. She is a writer. Okay, she's married. She has a kid, and she becomes like a known great author and everything. And she has an interview, and the interviewee is like, you know, your book, Incident in a Ghostland, your newest book, it seems like it was personal. Like, did it have something to do with, like, you know, your childhood, right? And Beth, you know, kind of like zones out, and she's like, no, like, she doesn't want to talk about it. So then she goes back home, right? And then her husband, or no, she gets a call. Her husband's there, and it's Vera calling Beth, screaming, saying, they're here, they're here, they're here. I'm guessing, I don't know, I guess the girl has PTSD. I mean, it happened that night, you know, like, anyways. So then Beth calls her mama. Her mom doesn't answer, so Beth tells her husband, I gotta go. I gotta see what's going on. My mom isn't answering. Vera, she called me saying that there's something going on, right? So Beth goes back to her childhood house, which honestly I would not go back there. Like, if something that traumatic would have happened to me, I would have left that place. I don't care if it was free or whatever, but that's easier said than done. I mean, yeah. So anyways, so she goes back to the house, and the mom's like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I didn't know. She called, she wasn't supposed to use the phone. Which one? That's kind of suspicious. And Beth is like, where's my sister? She's tied up in the basement. Mom ties her up in the basement, which I think that's kind of weird. Why the freak are you tying your daughter in the basement? But yeah, like, apparently, like, the daughter has like really bad PTSD, and she's tied up in the basement. So then Beth feels bad. She's like, you know, I should have never left home. Like, you know, like, I feel bad. She really, you know, Vera really needed me. And the couple days that she's staying there at the house, she goes back to her childhood room, and there's this big like mirror that says, help me. And she's just getting all these weird things. And like the sister starts, you know, screaming. She ends up escaping the basement. She's like, they're beating me up. They're beating me up. Blah, 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 blah. And she's covered in bruises and all this stuff, right? Right? So then the last night, Beth hears screaming again. It's Vera. And Vera's dressed up as a doll. The mom's like passed out, right? And she hears, like, or she sees Beth getting dragged, pretty much, like, I don't know if it's like a ghost or something, but she gets dragged from like the upstairs hallway to the room, and she just sees Beth just, or not Beth, Vera just getting smacked like that. And then she calls her mom. She's like, mom, like, Vera needs help. So the mom's like, you know, like, I called 911 or whatever, because like Vera's like badly bruised, guys. Like, she is bruised. Like, you know, her eyeball is swollen shut type bruise. And so yeah, so the mom's like, you know, I'll be back, just comfort her. They like unchain her and everything. She's like, I'll be back because the ambulance is not going to see the front entrance, like the road to get to the house. So it was like 10 o'clock, let's say it's 10 o'clock, and like Beth ends up dozing off, and it's 3 o'clock. The mom's not back with the ambulance, so that's kind of suspicious. And then I forgot what else happens. Beth goes downstairs, and Vera's like, they're done hurting me, now they're gonna hurt you. And like Beth wakes up, come to find out it was all in her head. The whole grown-up scene and everything, that she is a famous writer and they did interviews, it was all in her head. And like they're back into like, you know, like them being young, like teenagers. And Vera's telling Beth, like, I was trying to like wake you up and you were talking to yourself. And around the room, right, you see the mirror that says help me. It's like a little mirror that says help me. And then there's a picture of a guy and a little boy. That's the people that she saw, her husband. Yeah, so the whole entire time, the whole grown-up scene was all in her head. Like, what? I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what in the heck? I was like, this is a girl. But I mean, I understand, like, sometimes when you go through that, something like that traumatic, you just like have like an outer body experience and you just zone out. So that's what happened to poor, what's her name? Beth. So anyways, so Beth is all bruised up. They're getting tortured by the witch and everything, the grown man. And Vera's like, you know, like trying to protect her little sister, but like taking the beatings and everything, and it's really intense. So Vera's like, whatever you do, because they feed him candy, the girl's candy, she's like, whatever you do, don't make a sound. Whatever he does to you, don't cry, don't make a sound. And the witch takes Beth upstairs, and the guy's pretty much like, or the witch dresses up Beth as a doll and like places her like with all like these like life-size dolls, right? And the ogre comes, we're gonna call him an ogre, Goliath, right? Comes and like starts like, he grabs like a doll that's next to Beth and starts torturing her and everything, burning the fingers and everything. And he ends up grabbing Beth and does the same thing, like he's about to torture her. He's kind of weird, he does some inappropriate stuff that, yeah. And yeah, like Beth ends up like shanking him. They try to escape. Yeah, like she beats up the ogre really bad, and then they end up escaping. I'm not gonna go into details like what happened. They just like, you know, they escape. They beat up the ogre, and then they, you know, Beth goes downstairs to get her sister Vera, and the witch is trying to find them, but she can't find them. So Vera and Beth, they just run out. They're running for hours, and they finally get to like the main road when a police officer stops, right? And they're just like, they're scarred, they're traumatized, they're all beat up and everything. They're dressed up as dolls. And Beth and Vera's like, you know, like, there's a witch and then the ogre, they beat us up, and we lived in an ice cream truck and they killed my mom and everything. Forgot to mention the mom was dead. So as like the police officer is radioing saying, we got 2 children, yeah, you know, yeah, they've been missing. The gas attendant, yeah, the details of what the gas attendant said, yeah, those are the girls. Ambulance is about to come. The damn candy truck people come again, and yeah, the witch shoots the officers and everything, and like, you know, they end up taking them back. And when I saw that, I was like, god damn, they were so close to escaping. They take them back, and then they try to torture them again. And then again, Beth has another out-of-body experience. She starts daydreaming, starts fantasizing about, you know, like her so-called family. She's successful and everything, and they're having like a party for her book, and she can hear her sister screaming in the party, and the mom's like, you gotta let her go, you have to let Vera go. And Beth is like, no mom, I can't let her go, like she needs me. And then she goes back into her body, and that's when she grows the cojones to fight these people. and she's like, you know, like beats up the ogre, pretty much kills him, and then she goes upstairs to like rescue her sister from the witch, and she's like about to shank the witch when bam, an officer shows up and like shoots up the witch. And yeah, like shoots the witch, kills her, and saves them. So then they come out, and the stretcher, and the gas attendant sees them, and she's like, oh my god, like, because they were like really bruised. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Really bruised, and it's like shocking. And like the officers are like, you know, like, y'all are safe, y'all are good, y'all are heroes. And Beth sees, you know, like her mom like dead, like in the you know, black bag, and you know, like, yeah, that's what happened. Let me put my eyelashes on and my lashes off camera. So yeah, what I thought about the movie, it was good. I was gonna do my lashes off camera, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the movie, my final thoughts and opinions, and how I found out about the movie, right? So what I thought about the movie, it was good. It was really good. Like, it was not what I expected. Like, how I found out about the movie was actually because of TikTok. I don't know if I mentioned that. Did I mention that? Yeah, I was on TikTok, scrolling on TikTok, like how I always do, and there was this video saying 3 movies that you should watch on TikTok, or not TikTok, on Netflix. Sorry, I said that all confidence too. All confident too. Yeah, it was Incident in a Ghostland, and it was pretty good. There's another movie called A Classic Horror Story. I watched that one too. I'm gonna have to rewatch it because when I watched that one, I was watching it the beginning, but then like the middle and the end, I kind of like not dozed off, but I had to like do stuff. So yeah, but if you like these types of stuff, guys, like movies, let me know. Like, you know, like, I like watching movies. I love watching movies. I love watching B movies. B movies are my favorite. Like I said, I haven't heard Incident in a Ghostland. Like, the reason why I watched it was because of TikTok, and it was a really good movie. Like, a girl, like, she you know, her future self, like, she had I can't even freaking talk, out of body experience, and she kind of zoned out. Like, you know, when you go through something that traumatic, like, you just zone out of your body. And it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. Like, when I told my sister about it, she's like, I gotta watch it. And how I kind of described it to you guys, I described it to her. Like, when I describe movies, I just go I go off, I go ham, and I accidentally poked my eye with the eyeliner. But it was a really good movie. Like, I really do recommend you watching it. Like, I told my sisters, you gotta watch it. But let me know, guys, if you like me talking about movies. And there's just a quick summary of what happened. More stuff happened. Like, just wasn't gonna go into detail because I don't want to ruin everything for you guys. I mean, but if you haven't, you know, just watch it. Oh, I did order my glasses. I just got an email today saying that they are being shipped, so I should be getting them this week, and I'll do an unboxing and everything. And I'm excited to have new glasses because my glasses are literally, like, I've had them for 2 years, and they're like, the frames are good, it's just the lenses. I need to start taking better care of like what I use to like clean my lenses. And yeah, I like the frames that I have right now, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna like go take them somewhere and get new lenses for them because they're really good frames. I like the frames. But yeah, that's my summary of Incident in a Ghostland. Do I recommend it? I do, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be talking to you guys about it. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's something new, something different. And I love you guys. Remember that you're beautiful, bad bitch. Let me know what movie. Ooh, recommend me some good movies. Recommend me a movie. And if you want me to talk about it, I'll talk about it. I'll be doing these once in a while, describing movies. like this look, something different. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you want to watch. Remember to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I love you guys. Bye.